Welcome to Leezah's Lair. I'm glad that you found this video. If you're new to this channel, this is a channel for the older adults in Second Life. Please visit as often as you'd like. I don't post videos that often only because I'm not really sure who's watching. But please watch all the videos from last year. There's at least 30 of them. And this is my second video of 2016. And the topic today is pertaining to drama in SL. So, how to be drama-free in Second Life is the topic. So please feel free to give your advice and to talk about how you have stayed drama-free in Second Life. One way that I have stayed drama-free in Second Life in the 4 years that I have been in Second Life is to limit the number of people that I've added to my friend list. That is intentional. I do not accept random friend requests, and I don't advise anyone else to. I know some people who've been in Second Life for a very long time. They have 800, 900 different people or more in their friend list. Basically, anybody that they've ever said hello to or had a brief conversation with, or maybe they attended a discussion or an event and they just, accepted friend requests from anybody who was at the event. And, that's fine. Some people are that way on Facebook as well. They have 10,000 friends on Facebook. But the topic is how to be drama-free, and I think being selective and who you give access to is one way to do that. The next way is, I would say, to limit the amount of personal information about your offline existence that you're giving out to people. It's very easy to have conversations with people, and you don't have to necessarily divulge a whole lot of your personal information. You don't have to divulge your age. You can mention a range. You don't have to mention your location. You can mention a section of the country. And it's not about being secretive, though a lot of people will try to goad you into disclosing details by saying, oh, what are you hiding from? And they'll have all these different ways in their conversation to try to get you to renegotiate the social boundaries that you're setting in Second Life. But you're able to have pleasant conversations with people, even without divulging that. So my second suggestion would be is to limit the personal information that you're giving out as you get to know people. The other point I would make is you don't have to talk on voice to people. When you open your microphone, you're also opening up information about what's happening in your house. People can hear children, pets, your spouse talking to you, or your spouse talking to your children, or things like that. And if you want to disclose all of that information, that's fine. But sometimes the background noise is giving away a lot of information that maybe you have made a decision not to talk about. I heard one person say that she wasn't aware that she had given her location to someone, but when she realized that she was talking on voice at the same time that her news was being broadcast, that also people can hear what's in the background, and that's how that person didn't intend to disclose location but did so anyway. So I would say that's also something to do. I also mentioned not to give your age, your occupation, your daily schedule. Sometimes it's easy in casual conversation to say, oh, I don't get on that much because I have to work late, or giving out details like that. I would say probably that's not really necessary, and it's easy to do when you get comfortable with people. But I would also say don't let other people in Second Life dictate how you choose to have your settings in Second Life. When I first got to Second Life, people were questioning me about why I didn't fix my settings so that everybody who was in my friend list, which wasn't that many people, so that everybody could see when I was logging in and logging out. And people continue to interrogate me about why my settings were set so that nobody could really know when I had logged in and logged out. So of course I didn't give into all of that interrogation, but don't let other people dictate how you have set your own settings in Second Life. And even if they start saying things things like, well, why are you hiding from people? And things that are intended to try to make you defend your choices. Don't even play into that. Your settings in this virtual space are yours, and you don't even have to justify it. I would also suggest that you have a security orb set up for your rented space, or if you own a space, always have your security orb active, because there are a lot of people on YouTube who build their channel views based on trolling people, basically, in Second Life. And so they go into spaces where there's no security, and they start bothering people and harassing people and recording it for entertainment value or shock value. So I would suggest always have your security orb active. And also, don't accept random TP invites. Sometimes people will befriend you because they're hosting parties, or maybe they just want to get to know you, but they'll just send you TP invites, and you may accept a couple of them, and it's just a nightclub, but you don't know what that person really is up to. And so I would say, don't accept random TP invites. Ask people what's going on. If you do get a TP invite, ask some questions and send a note saying, what is this? What's the atmosphere? How many people are there? Ask some questions. Don't just click and go places. Everyone tells you don't accept objects from other avatars when you join. I would definitely say that is also something to always be aware of. Even people that you've known a long time. Don't just allow people to give you stuff from their inventory. You never know what's attached to some of that. And sometimes people don't know what's attached to some of those objects either. Also, if you change viewers, I used the Second Life viewer. I've used other viewers. If you change your viewers, go into those settings once you've changed to another viewer and look at your settings. Don't always remember, look at who has access to your inventory. Look at who has access to knowing when you've logged in and when you've logged out. Things like that. I would also say, beware that there are many, many people in virtual spaces, just like outside of virtual spaces, who are very lonely, who are very emotionally needy, and just make sure that you have some social boundaries set. And that's another way to avoid some drama surfacing in Second Life. Also, don't believe everything that someone tells you about themselves in Second Life. I know that people say that a lot, but there's always people, you've heard stories of people who've given up their own relationships away from Second Life, given up marriages for people who lied for months and months to them that they met in Second Life. Or even if they didn't lie, they held back important information. And so we've all heard all of those stories. So just don't believe everything someone says about themselves, even if you've known them for several months or even longer in Second Life. And also beware when other avatars offer lindens to you and just send you lindens unsolicited. Sometimes people are just sharing their lindens because they have a lot of them, but just be very leery of accepting that, and know what people are doing that for. Also, be aware that any SL resident can record your avatar doing anything you're doing without your consent. They shouldn't be, but they can, and it happens. So if you visit someone's avatar space, their skybox or their home or whatever, don't assume privacy, because they could be recording that screen just like I'm recording this avatar right now. And so those are the things I would say would be helpful if you're just trying to avoid drama in Second Life. Please feel free to comment in the comment section. Give your suggestions to people who are coming into Second Life, or maybe people who have been in Second Life, they left because a lot of drama happened and now they're back. Give your advice and let them know how to stay drama-free in Second Life. Thank you for watching this video, and continue to visit Leezah's Lair and give comments in the comment section about future topics. Thank you.